Hi, good morning. My name is Imano Rosado of Go to Linux. Today, my proposal for faster computing. I'll present Go to Linux recommendations for migrating faster computing environment from Windows to Linux operating system. Go to Linux is an organization that specializes in helping companies to migrate their environments from Windows to Linux operating system. Independent studies and industry experts say that moving from Windows to Linux operating system makes sense for many businesses. According to Forrester research, 68% of organizations in United States say that decreasing overall operational costs is significant priority. I'm gonna discuss some benefits when migrating from Windows to Linux operating system. The first benefit is that even older hardwares will have better performance than Windows since Linux is much faster, smoother, and quicker. RedHat claims of smooth operation are validated in Smith 2021, in which researchers verified scientifically the smoothness of Linux, which outstrips Windows operating system. Another benefit is that Linux is more reliable than Windows because Linux distros developers are always active in providing any significant updates, such as new features, increased device support, and improved performance are delivered to Linux users in regular 2-3 month releases. Linux operating system releases updates very often, and these updates includes, according to the case study in Linux 2022, these updates include each new kernel usually contains more than 10,000 fixes. More than 1,600 developers from more than 200 firms around the world collaborate on each release. In addition, Linux is highly secure because the way it was designed. Linux operating system doesn't need any proprietary antivirus, or maybe don't need any antivirus. I will put an antivirus, but it's not needed. And if so, you don't have to pay for it. Unlike Windows, Linux doesn't generate logs and uploads data in a machine. Additionally, when Linux operating system is updating a software, installing, uninstalling, doesn't need the machine to be rebooted. If the machine doesn't need to be reboot, that means that faster computing operation won't stop because the updates or uninstalling or installing a software, which is very beneficial for faster computing. Independent studies and industry experts moving from Windows to Linux makes sense because, as I said before, According to Forrester research, 68% of organizations in the United States say that decreasing overall operational cost is a significant priority. Faster computing will save money and retain more control in the long run, according to Nicholas Perley. Migrating from Windows to Linux, faster computing will save money and retain more control in the long run. Go to Linux recommends faster computing. Migrating from Windows to Linux operation system because it increases stability, reliability, and security, and it is compatible with open standards. Using Red Hat Enterprise Linux across the entire IT infrastructure can increase security, decrease operational headaches, and save money. The consistent and stable administrative experience provided by Red Hat Enterprise simplifies the operation system deployment and management by automating manual process, workflow, and administration. Red Hat, in this case, for faster computing, will be very beneficial. Why? Because faster computing will increases the amount of employees from 500 to 5,000. In addition, the organization will be expanded in the future to different countries like London and other different places. With Red Hat, we can deploy the operation system to from one local we can from one we can deploy Linux, the Red Hat from one central location to all servers, either in the country or off the country. Virtualization will be great for expanding the infrastructure in faster computing. That way, the company will save money, time, and headaches. Red Hat Enterprise, one of the best enterprise Linux distributions to recommend to Faster Computer Inc. Red Hat Enterprise, the best option for faster computing. Red Hat benefits increase cost-cutting measures. Numerous businesses realize significant cost savings by migrating from proprietary to open platforms like Linux operation system. It boasts of the three important feats: time efficiency, consistency, and stability, and overall security. Time efficiency. Go to Linux recommends that Red Hat Enterprise Linux for faster computing. Red Hat Enterprise is the best option because it delivers workload and service faster than Windows. Another is consistency. Red Hat Enterprise is the best option for the organization. Is that the organization will expand to different countries. With Red Hat Enterprise, you can deploy software and configuration with the right tools from one central location. And those tools include securing the data transmission, And servers, it includes emails. In addition of the stability, Red Hat Enterprise can run applications in virtual, physical, or private clouds by providing a consistent and stable operation foundation across hybrid clouds and modern IT. Thus, it saves time and money moving from one place to another to make installation, because from one central location, Red Hat will be deployed to all servers and end computers, to all employees, especially in the cloud, because it is virtual. It's gonna be easier, faster. The infrastructure, we don't have to buy servers. We don't have to pay more employees to go to different places to set up the operating system. We're gonna do that from one central location, and we're gonna expand the infrastructure in the virtual environment. The most important security in Red Hat. Red Hat security achieves this by extending the risk entry to correct recent threats, providing built-in layers of security and authentication, help to protect against 1,000 threats. It also automatically creates a security setting that maintains consistency at every step and performs suspension and emergency scanning and security updates on local systems to ensure compliance. We have some migration steps from Windows to Linux operation system. Now you may ask, what is the Linux migration process? The Linux migration process requires careful planning, preparation, and execution. Migration to Linux includes these steps. First, selecting distribution. In our case, it's Red Hat. Linux distribution differ depending on what you want to do with them. Selecting a distribution that fit for your needs is optimal to maximize the benefits of migrating. Second, backing up the files. It is the first step I will make, backing up the file before even selecting the distribution. Well, I will select the distribution, but backing files is the first step in doing this. It is always the best to prepare for the worst case scenario. Have fresh backups. You don't want to be left in a situation where a command breaks something on your current production machine before the replacement is up and running. That's why the backup is very important. Third, creating installation drive. Installing Linux on a central server and setting up a new server. Install needed programs and services to provide an ease of use. Install all the necessary services required by the company with respect to their workload. The other step is the transfer data. The transfer data is very important. Have all the data needed readily accessible by the end user to promote smooth use. Another step, and very important, is Linux training, orientation, and training for end users. The shift may only be maximized if the end users, such as employees, are well trained in the new interface. And it is included in these kind of steps. And finally, the evaluation and maintenance when necessary. After migration checkups is necessary to make sure no problems are encountered. This is a very effective way to migrate from Windows to Linux operation system faster, quickly, saving money, and secure. Here we have the user desktop. This interface is very similar to Windows operation system. However, this Linux has several graphical user interface that can work perfectly for faster computing. Companies such as XFCE and LXDE does this kind of environments. XFCE is a Linux desktop environment, the best choice for companies or people who want lightweight design and customized options. It is an excellent choice for companies since it can customize the interface, thus displaying the most used features with one click of the menu bar or application dock. XPCE also provides an environment that balances user experience with performance. It is according to McCarthy 2003. The interface is also familiar to Windows users and works well even older hardwares. It's very compatible, this environment. LXDE is a desktop environment that is highly customizable. It's fast, lightweight, it has minimal dependencies on other platforms and uses less memory. It offers a simple interface to learn and use to offer the basic of Linux requirements. Since the organization is small but will expand and require spare resources, LXDE is essential for a low powered system. Files and email sharing is an essential requirement with any operation system in the workplace. File sharing tools in Linux include Samba and NFS. Mail servers comprise mail delivery agents, MDA, and mail transfer agent tools. MDA software is used to direct email to its destination. MDA that can be employed is Cubover, Courier, Devacode, and Cirrus in EMAP or POP3 servers, according to McCarthy 2003. MTA software is used to mail transfer email between computers or servers. MTA that use includes Postfix, Send Email, Qemail, and Xmail. Finally, GoToLinux is an organization that would help faster computing in migrating from Windows to Linux operation system. The benefits of changing from Windows to Linux operation system will be security, stability, constantly. You're gonna save money because we can expand the infrastructure in the cloud, and we can make rapid deployments with Red Hat Enterprise. The organization can deploy software and configuration with the right tools from one central location. Red Hat benefits increase cost-cutting measures. Numerous business realize significant cost savings by migrating from proprietary to open platforms. Decrease the complexity of information technology. Utilize open source tools to standardize deployment and life cycle management. In summary, my proposal has demonstrated why faster computing most should migrate their Windows environment operation system to Linux Red Hat. Thank you.